Hey everybody, Bob Ostrom here from bobteachesart.com, and today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite tools in Photoshop, and that is the Liquify filter. So here I've got an image of a phone that I created. I like it, looks pretty good, but I want to build a little bit more life into it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that Liquify filter to make this look a little bit more animated. So let's go up underneath Filter, scroll down until we see Liquify, and up pops this little menu right here. Now you can see that I've got a giant brush in here, and that's important to me because I want to make sure that when I make these changes I don't get a wobbly edge. I want a nice smooth transition. So if we want to enlarge or reduce the size of the brush, you can see that we've got a slider up here. I can also use my left and right bracket keys. So if I hit the left key, that makes it smaller, right key makes it nice and big. I need to reduce this down just a little bit so I can see what I'm doing, so I'm just going to hit Command minus. You can also use Control if you're using a PC, but for me I'm using a Mac, so Command minus is my tool. Alright, now I want to make this a little bit more animated, so I'm going to take my brush, going to click sort of left of center, and I'm just going to kind of pull that out a little bit. I'm going to go over here to the right side and push that in, and then let's take the top and kind of bump that out just a hair. Remember, we want to make subtle changes. If we make changes that are too dramatic, let's say we made a really dramatic change like that, we didn't like it, oh my gosh, the edge got all weird on me, I don't really love what's happening there, I can always go back up here, click on Restore All. That'll bring me back to my starting point. Okay, here we go. So let's change this thing for real. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of click here, drag that up a little like that. We'll bump out that side a little bit, push up on that bottom, push out on that top. May want to reduce this brush down just a hair. Push out like that. Oops. Now, if you make a move that you don't like, let's say I just pulled this over a little bit too far, and I don't want to go back and restore the whole thing. I like what I did with the rest of it. Command or Control Z will bring you back one step, and then we can just go ahead and clean that up. So, okay, kind of like what's going on there. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Now I'm just going to take my layer here and I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this. So let's go ahead and hit Control T. We'll kind of tilt that over on its side. Next I want to go to Effects. We're going to do Drop Shadow. Let's bump that shadow out a little bit deeper there. Make a fuzzy edge. You know, the further away that the shadow gets, the softer that edge is going to be. And I never really like to use a straight black on my shadows. I think it just doesn't really look natural. So let's add just a little bit of color into that shadow there. And we could either darken it like that or maybe soften it a little bit. I think it looks better right around here. So I'm going to say OK. And there you have it. That's how you use the Liquify tool to make things look a little bit more animated. Hope you like this lesson. If you do, come join me over at bobteachesart.com. I'll see you real soon.